Okay, am I live now? Alright, hello everyone, guys. Welcome all of you. This is me, your master teacher for mathematics. And my name is Aditya Aaron. I'm teaching since last 6-7 years for JEE mains and advanced. And this session I will be taking care of Binomial Theorem second video, because in the first video I've already taken, and in that video I have taken 10 questions, but that was a 1 hour. But in this video I'll be taking only 5 questions, so stay tuned to the end of the session. Apart from this, guys, we want to attempt these all questions in the test format. The link is given in the description box, and for any kind of contact regarding the studies, you can check the description box. You can contact me on Telegram, on WhatsApp, and you can take the help of me. Okay, chaliye, let's start now. I hope I'm properly audible to all of you guys, and if you have any doubt, you can let me in the comment box also. So first question is, just a second, we will start. Wait a minute here. Oh, okay, just a second. So first question, actually not first question, 11th question in the same sequence. Guys, those who are joining for the very first time, let me give you an idea what exactly we are doing over here. We are discussing the concepts in detail. We are discussing previous year questions, and also I have done analysis for the last 25 years and checked what kind of questions are repetitively coming again and again, and what are the new varieties of question which they have asked. So I'm also covering the most expected questions. So that's why the video name is 3-in-1 video. Chaliye, so let's start now. So the question is lowest integer which is greater than this given expression. So guys, this, wait a minute, I guess it's not working. What is the issue? Just a second now. Paste over here. Oh, okay, it's over here. My God. Chaliye, okay, fine. Just give me 1 second, then we'll start. All right. Okay. I have posted unnecessary things. Chaliye, let's start then. So question is lowest integer which is greater than 1 plus 1 upon 10 to the power 100 raised to power 10 to the power 100 is. Now same variety of questions you can see if you will be solving the last 25 years, and not if you are not having enough time, so you can solve the last 5 years. If not 5 years, solve the last 3 years. You will get the pattern idea. Okay, now over here, as you can see, 10 power 100 and 10 power 100, it's same over here. All right. So, but at the same time, as you can see, power is huge. So let's say it's x is equal to 10 to the power 100. All right. Now you can apply the formula. Okay. Now, as you can see, the power is very huge, and we have read when the power is approaching towards infinity, we are having a different kind of expansion. But let me clear you guys, whatever the expansion formula we have read, it remains same, whether power is reaching to infinity, whether power is negative, whether power is positive, whether power is fractional. There is just one formula I will write down over here. It's NC0, but the way of writing is different. NC0, x power 0, x power n, y power 0. Okay, then what we will write down? NC1 x power n minus 1 into y power 1, and so on till NCn x power 0 y power n. Now what we have studied, that this formula is valid when n is a whole number, or positive integer, or 0. Okay, this is what we have read. But let's suppose if you are having, if n is negative, fractional, or a very huge number, or very high number, in such a case, what you will do? Exactly same formula, but you will open this. What is NC0? NC0 is equals to 1 into x power n. Now NCn is n into x power n minus 1 into y power 1 plus, now NC2, so you will not write on NC2 if n power is negative or fractional or very high. You will not write on NC2. You will write down its expanded form, which is n factorial upon n minus 2 factorial upon 2 factorial. So this will be n into n minus 1 by 2. Okay, n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial into x power n minus 2 into y power 2 plus, same way, n into n minus, as you can see the pattern, n into n minus 1, now n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 upon 3 factorial. What exactly is this? This is NC3. But when we are writing NC3, we are having a boundation limitation that n has to be integer. But let's suppose if n or the power is not integer, in that case, what we will do? Same formula, but expanded form. Write down NCR in the expanded form. Okay. So you can keep on writing the till infinity part. Now what question we are having is 1 plus x whole power x. 1 plus x whole power x. 1 plus 1 by x whole power x. That's what we are having. So I am going to use the same formula because I know x is much greater than 1. It's very high. Okay. So what I will do, here it's NC0 which is 1. Okay, don't worry about this. Now instead of NC0, here in place of n we are writing x. So keep in mind. So XC0 is 1 into first term to the power x into second term to the power 0. Exactly same thing over here. It just ki over here the first term is x, second term is y. Alright, so this will become 1. I repeat how we have got 1. It's xc0 into 1 to the power x minus 0 into 1 by x to the power 0, which is 1. The first term. Now second term will be xc1 into 1 to the power x minus 1 into 1 by x to the power 1. Now if you will solve this, what we will have second term? xc1 is x. Okay, 1 power anything is 1 into 1 upon 1 by x. Now third term is xc2. Now what is xc2? xc2 is x into x minus 1 by 2 factorial. Okay, so I will write one more term and then we are good to go. So this is x into x minus 1 by 2 factorial into 1 by x. Let's write down one more term. Then xc3 into 1 to the power x minus 3 into 1 by x to the power 3. Same way x into x minus 1 into x minus 2. So see, they are trying to confuse us by giving power n as x. That's what they are trying to do. But we should not get confused. 3 factorial into 1 by x, sorry, this is x square, this is 1 by x cube, this is 1 by x power 1 and so on. This thing will keep on going. Okay, so what they're asking is the lowest integer which is greater than this. Alright, lowest integer which is greater than this. That's what we have to figure out. So if I will write down this 1 plus 1 by x to the power x is equal to, if I will write down over here, it's 1 plus 1 is 2 plus over here this is, if you will check, it's x upon x square. So you will have x minus 1 upon x. We will have x minus 1 upon x into 2 factorial. Now from here question will change. Okay, after this. Here you will see x into x minus 1 into x minus 2. Now here is a key. We know x is very huge. So if I will write on 10 power 100 minus 1 or 10 power 100 minus 2, How does it going to matter? It is not going to matter. Initially, it is not going to matter. So, can I write down x minus 1 as x? Over here, x minus 2 is also x. Let's do this thing. Okay. So, I will write down, instead of cancelling this over here, I will write down that x minus 1 is x. So, this thing will be cancelled out with this thing. So, it becomes 1 upon 2 factorial. Okay. Plus, same way, x into x, why? Because x is 10 power 100 and approximately this is approximately equals to 10 power 100 minus 3 or 2. They all are very approximate. So, we can say this is x cube, approximately cancel with this. So, this becomes 1 upon 3 factorial. Now, you will be ki, sir, what if the terms keep on increasing and what at the end we will have 10 power 100 minus 10 power 99? Now, this is not approximately equal to 10 power 100 minus 1, correct? They are not approximately same. So, the point over here is when we will reach to this term, your denominator become very, very large. Your denominator become in this case as 99 factorial, which is huge. Okay. So, in this case, when denominator becomes huge, as you can see, then those terms can be neglected as 0. So, how this is going? You can write down this as 1 upon 4 factorial plus 1 upon 5 factorial plus 1 upon 6 factorial and so on, so on, so on. Alright. And instead of writing 2, I will write down this as 1 plus 1 as of now. Okay. Now what? After this. Now here after this, if you will recall the session of sequences, I have already told you guys, exponential series, logarithmic series, these are very important. You should know about them. So 1 upon x upon 1 factorial plus x square upon 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial and so on till infinity. So what is e power 1? E power 1 is 1 plus 1 plus 1 upon 2 factorial plus 1 upon 3 factorial and so on, as you can see. Alright, as you can see now, this thing is similar to this thing. That means we can say this is approximately equal to E. What is E? E is approximately 2.72. So what is a number which is just greater than this? Answer is 3. It's a very good question. Okay, so answer of this question is 3. I hope this is clear. So I repeat again, before you go for the examination, for mains, for advanced, you should have this kind of series in hand. Okay, chaliye, next question. So our answer is correct. Now, next question is, which is again a favorite variety of examiner, that sum of coefficients. Okay. So sometimes they ask sum of coefficient of the first few terms, sum of coefficient of 3 consecutive terms, sum of coefficient of all the terms. Now in this case, whenever they give you sum of coefficients of the whole expansion, very simple thing guys, matlab, you won't imagine this is JEE. Is this really difficult? Sum of coefficient, direct technique, direct formula. Put variables equal to 1, that's all. Put variables equal to 1. Now what is a variable over here? A and B are the variables. Okay. So that means if I will write down 1 plus 1 whole power n, so sum of coefficient can be obtained by if A is equal to 1 and B equal to 1. Now you might be surprised ki bhai yaar samajh mein nahi aaya. How? I cannot mug up. So here I am giving explanation. So when you write down A plus B whole power, that's why I have given the name in this video 3 in 1, and will give you explanation of the concepts also. What is the expansion of this? NC0, A power n, B power 0 plus NC1, A power n minus 1, B power 1 plus NC2 into A power n minus 2, B power 2 and so on till the last term. Alright. Now, After this, what we are asking, sum of coefficient, what are the coefficient? Coefficients are NC0, NC1 plus NC2. Now question arises, I will ask you a simple question, from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, if I want to reach, I have to eliminate this part or I have to make it 1. How I will make it 1? By assuming or by supposing that the variables are equal to 1. So you put A equals to 1, B equals to 1, you will get exactly same thing, which is sum of the coefficients. So this should be equals to, now here putting 1 plus 1 is 2 power n. Okay. So in our question, 2 power n is equal to 4096, which means 2 power n is 4096. Now question is, what makes it 4096? Answer is n equal to 12. The first task is to get the value of n. Okay. Now they are asking the greatest coefficient in the expansion. Now in this case, question arises, what is the greatest coefficient? Now they are not asking greatest term, they are asking greatest coefficient. So it's very simple, and this thing they have asked many times, guys, repeated thing. So if you will do all the PYQs, even if you learn from PYQs, you can manage to clear your mains mathematics. Okay, the greatest coefficient in expansion is middle term. Now question arises, how to calculate the middle term? Answer lies, check the power. So what is the expansion? A plus B whole power 12. Number of terms will be 1 more than the power. How? We start with NC0 into something something till we do it till NCn into something something. So starting from 0, ending with n, total number of terms. See, from 1 to n is n, but from 0 to n is n plus 1, 1 extra. Okay, so we are having 13 terms. Now in 13 terms, what will be the answer? It's a 7th term. How? So if I want to make it simplify, if n is even, middle term is n by 2 plus 1 other term. If n is odd, so let's suppose if it is 11, number of terms will be 12. In 12 terms, what are the middle terms? It's 6 and 7. Okay, is that clear? It's 6 and 7. Okay, how? Or if you don't want to, sir, nahi samajh mein how we will do this, write down from 1 to 12. Okay, so we can say 5 terms over here, 5 terms over here, 2 terms in the middle. What these 2 terms are? After 5, 6 and 7 will come. So there are many ways to figure this out. Anyway, in this case, power was even, so we will use this thing. In case of odd, what will be the answer? T n plus 1 by 2 comma n plus 1 by 2 plus 1th. So there are 2 middle terms when n is odd. Okay, in our case n is 12, so answer is 12 by 2 plus 1, which is equal to T7th. Or I can write down this as T6 plus 1. So R value is 6. So answer is NCR. Now what is R in our case? This value into a to the power 12 minus 6 n minus r into b to the power r. Okay, 12C6 will be our answer. What they're asking, then the greatest coefficient in the expansion is 12C6. Now calculate 12C6. Now in this whole sessions I have not described how to open NCR. So here I will write on the formula which you can use. NCR is n factorial upon n minus r factorial upon r factorial. There is a logic behind how we have got the formula, but we had discussed this in permutation combination videos. So 12C6 is equal to 12 factorial upon 12 minus 6 is 6 factorial and r factorial is 6 factorial. Now let's multiply this and you will get the answer by yourself, and in the comment box you can mention that this is my answer. Okay, now let's come to the next portion, this one. Now again, if they will ask you middle terms from the beginning, terms from the end, so we can have this. So ratio of the fifth term from the beginning to the fifth term from the end. How to calculate? So fifth term from the beginning is easy. So fifth term from the beginning is T5, which can be written as T4 plus 1. Why I am writing this again and again? To get the R. So answer is here NC4. Fifth term from the beginning is NC4 into, now this is 2 power 1 by 4 whole to the power n minus r. So which is n minus 4 into 1 upon 3 power 4, 1 upon 3 whole power 1 by 4 to the power 4. Okay. Now, if I want to write down the fifth term from the end, the most easiest thing that you can do, fifth term from the end, okay, all you can do is you switch these two terms. So, how I will write down that root 1 upon 3 power 1 by 4 plus 2 power 1 by 4. So, fifth term from the end of this expansion is similar to fifth term from the beginning of this expansion. All I have done, instead of writing x plus y power n, I have written y plus x power. So, what is the concept? Concept is that rth term from end of x plus y power n is equal to rth term from beginning of y plus x power n. It's so easy, guys. Okay. So, now what we will have? T5. Now, I am writing this as T5 dash. Okay. Just to make it clear, or T dash 5. So, this will be T4 plus 1 again. Now, NC4 again, but over here, first term of this binomial is 1 upon 3 power 4. So, 1 upon 3 power 1 by 4 raised to n minus 4 upon, multiply 2 power 1 by 4 into 4. What exactly is this? This is the formula which we have used over here, the formula for expansion, okay? So, which I have just described over here. I am using this thing, binomial expansion formula. In the last video, I have explained multinomial formula also. So, guys, make sure you are watching these videos. So, before 21 of January, my target was to cover 30 marks mathematics. So, in your mains examination, if you will do all these videos, your 30 marks is confirmed. Okay. We have got this. Now, what they are saying? That ratio of this fifth term from the beginning and this is root 6 by 1. So, divide and this is equal to root 6 by 1. That's what they are saying. Now, what we will do? We will cancel this by this. Okay. So, let's write it down. This part will become 2 to the power n minus 4 into, in the yesterday's video, I have said when we are having the bracket, inside the bracket 1 power, outside the bracket power, multiply both the power. So, this becomes 2 to the power, what is the concept? Concept is a power m whole power n is equal to a power n whole power m is equal to a power mn and is not equal to a power m whole power n is not equal to a power n power m. Keep in mind, okay? Now, the main part. So, our ratio root 6 by 1 will become 2 to the power n minus 4 by 4 multiply. This thing will become 1 upon 3 to the power 1 by 4 into 4. So, 1 by 4 into 4 become 1. Okay, this becomes 1 by 3 upon, same thing over here. This becomes 1 upon 3 to the power n minus 4 by 4 into 2. Same way. Okay, now what they're asking, third term from the beginning, guys, third term from the beginning. Now, from here what you have to do, you have to simplify this. Okay, I have cracked the code, how exactly we need to solve the question. From here, you will get the value of n, find n, and then what is the third term? Third term is T3, which is T2 plus 1. So R is equal to 2. So it will be NC2 into 2 to the power 1 by 4 into, now R is 2, okay. So n minus 2 into 1 upon 3 power 1 by 4 to the power 2. You find the value of n by solving this and get the answer. Now, if you want me ki bhaiya you solve the whole thing, see, mere bhai, you have to attempt the paper. So basic mathematics you should know. But here I am giving it what I will say, feature over here, that if you are unable to solve this question, mention in the comment box, we will connect, okay? But solve after this by yourself. Next question. Now, next question is this one. Now, this is the variety which is asked constantly in the advance also. This is very important. In mains, again and again they have asked. You can see multiple question of the same variety, same concept. So I have taken this question. This was asked in JEE mains 2022, but the same variety has been asked multiple times since last 25 years. So your task is to solve previous year question and attempt the test given in the description box. Do it. Okay. Now here is the concept. So as you can see, there's some term written over here, 31 CK into 31 CK minus 1. 30 CK into 30 CK minus 1. I am guaranteeing you, if you will try to put the values, you will never get the answer. Also, I can guarantee you, if you will look at the solutions online on any standard portal, you will get confused. The only way to understand is, it's a one line. I can write down the answer of this one, 31, 31, 62, and over here it's 31, 32, 32. I can directly write down all the questions. So I have seen solutions and I was like, arey yaar, what they have done, literally not needed. So, okay, let's focus now. How exactly we need to, let's understand the concept first. Then you can crack this code. Okay, so what we write down? 31, if I will write it down, 31 CK, and now you should know that NCR is equal to NCN minus R. Okay. So I am going to write down this as 31C, 31 minus of K minus 1. Okay. I am decoding this part. This will be converted to 31 CK into 31 C 32 minus K. Now here is the catch. Now this is general term. Now they are writing summation before this from K equal to 1 to 31. K equal to 1 to 31. So now let's start writing K equals to 1 to 31 and you will visualize this. We have done this thing multiple times in our permutation combination chapter. So if I'll put K equal to 1 to 31, it has become 31C1 multiply 31C 31. Okay, observe very closely. Now 31C2, put 2 over here. So 31C 32 minus 2 is 30. Now this will keep on going till 31C 31 into 31C 32 minus 31 is 1. What exactly we are doing? You have definitely solved the questions permutation combination where there are 31 men, let's example, and there are 31 women. Total there are 62 people and the question is form a committee of 32 people. What you will do? Form a committee of 32 people. What you will do? You will write down 1 from here, 31 from here, 2 from here, see 1 from here, 31 from here, 2 from here, 30 from here, 3 from here, 29 from here, and 31 from here, 1 from here. Yes or no? That's what you are going to do. So this is why we can write down this as 62 C32. Okay. But the problem is, in this case it's not a problem because the number is 32. Okay. Now one of the case can be, what if it is 32 or a 0? It's possible, but in this case it's not possible. Why? Because the maximum number is 31. Okay. So I'll give you one example on this part. So you have already done this. So out of 32 people, you are choosing 32. Out of 62 people, you are choosing 32. Alright. So this part will become 62C32 minus. Now how you will write down? Same way. You guys need to change it to 30CK and use this in this. So what this will become? 30C, 30 minus K minus 1. This will become 31 minus K. That's what it will become. Right? And 30CK minus 31 minus K, what this will become? Out of 30 and 30, out of 60. Out of 60. Every time you are choosing K from here, 31 minus K from here. K from here and 31 minus K from here. Total you are choosing every time 31. Done. So out of 62 choosing 32, out of 60 choosing 31. Solve this and equate with this. You will get the answer very easily. So now final part is 62C32 minus 60C31. Right? That's what we are having. Yes. So let's solve this. So this is 62 factorial, which I am writing 62 into 61 into 60 factorial. Why I am doing so? Because you will read the question. They want us 60 factorial, 30 factorial, 31 factorial. That is what I am going to create. 62 minus 32 is 30 factorial. And 62 minus 32, NCR, n factorial upon n minus r factorial into r factorial. What is r factorial? 32 factorial. But I will write down this as 32 into 31 factorial. Again, why 31? If you read the question, it is given over here 30 factorial, 31 factorial. Okay. So same way, 60 factorial upon 31 factorial into 60 minus 31 is 29 factorial. Now here I am going to do one thing, that multiply 30 in numerator, 30 in denominator. Now 30 into 29 factorial becomes 30 factorial. Okay. Now take this term and this term common from both the sides. So you will have 60 factorial upon 30 factorial, 31 factorial. Okay. Multiply. Now what we are having inside? 62 into 61 by 32 minus, we are having inside what? 30. You just have to solve this thing. Let's try this by, divide this by 2, this will become what? If you will divide this by 2, it becomes 31, this becomes 16. Okay. Now cross multiply, do we have options? Let's check. Okay. They are asking what? 16 alpha. That's what they are asking. No problem, that means we are doing good. So 60 factorial upon 30 factorial, this is alpha. No, this is not alpha. 60 factorial, 30 factorial and 31 factorial into 31 into 61 is how much? This will be 30 into 130 and 90, 91, 1891 minus 16 into 30 is 480 by 60. So you will do a calculation from this side. This part is alpha. Okay, so 16 alpha should be 1891 minus 480. You just verify the calculation part. Okay, so we do have an option satisfying this thing. Okay, 1450. Yeah, we are having option for this. Now, this is the last question for the session today, and the remaining 5 questions we will do tomorrow. All right. This is an interesting question. Now, remaining 5 questions are on the basis of series. Remaining 5 questions are on the basis of series. So, you have to take command over series things, like these kind of things. Alright, so question is r square plus 1 into r factorial. We are having r square plus 1 into r factorial. Now, these are, you can say they are having infinitely many ways, you can go in any direction, but I will look at the options. Okay, option says it's something like r plus 1, actually not r plus 1, because here r is 20 maximum. So, this is something like r plus 2 in every option, minus, if you look at all the options, this is either 2 times of r plus 1 factorial, or it is r plus 1 factorial, or it is 2 times of r factorial, or it is r factorial. So, one thing is sure, I have to create r plus 2 factorial. So, these options are giving me hint. Okay. What can be other way? We can try ki, okay, if the values are from just, let's say it's not till 20 factorial, let's say if it is just 3 factorial, let's just say. So, if it is 3 factorial, what we will do? 1 plus 1, 2 into 1 factorial. Okay, 1 plus 1 into 1 factorial. So, 1 plus 1 is 2 into 1 factorial plus. Next part is, if we will write on 2 square is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 into 2 factorial. Okay. Then if you 3 square is 9 plus 1, 10 into 3 factorial. But the task is, after writing this, you have to generate the negative sign. If you will succeed in this part, here we have taken r as 3 maximum. So, this part has to be 5 factorial. Can we create 5 factorial over here? Again a task. Okay. So, this is one way you can try it from your side. You can do something over here. Anyway, I will explain a proper way how exactly we need to solve. It's r square plus 1. So, I will write down r square into r factorial, or instead of r square, I can write down this as r into, r into r factorial plus r factorial. Let's keep it outside. Now, this r I am going to change as r into r plus 1 minus 1 into r factorial plus r factorial. Okay. This part will become r times of, now r plus 1 into r factorial is r plus 1 factorial. I have generated successfully negative sign and r plus 1 factorial also, minus r factorial plus r factorial. Okay. Now, I will open this part, this becomes r into r plus 1 factorial minus r into r factorial plus r factorial. Now, let us focus on this part again. Now, we have to generate r plus 2. So, I will write down this is r plus 2 minus 2 into r plus 1 factorial. Now, here I have to simplify it more. So, what I will do? Not till now you should get a clue. Okay, how to deal with this part? It's r plus 1 minus 1, r plus 1 minus 1, that is r, into r factorial plus r factorial. Okay. Now, if I will expand this thing, what this will become? R plus 2 into r plus 1 factorial is r plus 2 factorial. We have successfully generated this. Minus 2 into r factorial, minus 2 into r plus 1 factorial. Now, over here, it's minus times of r plus 1 into r is minus r plus 1 factorial. Okay. And minus into minus is plus 1. So, this becomes 2 times of r factorial. This is what we have got. Now, interestingly, the term having 2 will be taken common or together. So, this part will become r plus 2 factorial minus r plus 1 factorial, and this part is take minus 2 common. This becomes r plus 1 factorial minus r factorial. So, the question is, can you do after this? I will give you the hint. that after this you have to put the values of r. So summation r equal to 1 to 20. I will help you out a bit and you will answer me in the chat box. So r equal to 1, this part will become 1 plus 2, 3 factorial minus 1 plus 1, 2 factorial minus 2 times of, or you can do one thing, you write down the whole thing together, plus r equal to 2, so 4 factorial minus 3 factorial plus 5 factorial minus 4 factorial and so on, it will go on, 22 factorial minus 21 factorial. Now here you have to do what? Cancel the terms. This cancel with this cancel with this. So if we are having just these terms, answer will be 5 factorial minus 2 factorial. If you will solve for the next part is 6 factorial minus 5 factorial. What will be the answer? This cancel with this, then answer will be 6 factorial minus 2 factorial. That means if I will solve this whole thing, this part will become 22 factorial minus 2 factorial. This is the expansion of the first part. Same way guys, you have to expand this and let me you guys will answer in the comment box. I hope I have helped you out that what are the questions, and there are 5 more questions left out, so make sure you join the session tomorrow, or yeah, tomorrow is a good time because it's the last day before 21st when your paper will start. Okay, so make sure to join your Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. Test links are given in the description box because we will be stayed connected till the end of JEE Advanced, and I will try my best to get you till there. Okay, I really wanted you, all of you, crack the examination. So I hope you love the session. Make sure to show your love by hitting the like, share and subscribe button. जिंदाबाद, मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो के अंदर.